Hey, click here. What's up, 48 subscribers? And got 6 more subscribers since my last commentary. Woohoo, man, I'm making progress. Nah, not really. Well, whatever. I just haven't been devoted to this enough. I'm going to, you know, try harder to get more content in. Maybe try to get the word out somehow. And so anyways, what's up? Here's a game of Demolition. 53-1 is the final score, and my first death, my only death, you just saw happen. The rest of the game, I do not die. I get 53 kills in a row. Alright, so imagine that. And so while commentating, just enjoy the gameplay. Maybe, you know, take some notes of how I'm spawn camping these guys. You know, I'm not spawn camping like in one spot, but I'm just in the general vicinity. And basically for this commentary, I just wanted to talk about my class setup. I'm using the AK-47 with the reflex dot sight, and for my primary, well, that's my primary, and for my secondary, I'm using the Python speed reloader. I'd have to say you'd want to pick a Python over any other secondary, just because the Python is a 2-shot kill at close range, and nothing else can compete with that. So there you go. For my perk setup, I'm using Ghost Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon Pro. Let me tell you the reasoning behind that. Ghost Pro, it's very commonly used. I mean, I usually switch out between Ghost Pro and Scavenger Pro. I usually use Scavenger Pro if I'm using a SMG, a submachine gun, but right now I'm using the AK. AK has good range. I probably won't be missing as many bullets as I would with an SMG, so I'm sticking with the Ghost Pro. If I'm right next to enemy spawn sites, then I might as well, you know, be incognito. As for sleight of hand, you know, you're never gonna get caught off guard, and well, the idea is that you're never gonna get caught off guard because you're gonna always have ammo in your gun. And the pro part of sleight of hand, where you zoom in faster, it honestly makes barely any difference. It makes such a small difference that it wouldn't matter if you had it on or not. But considering how fast someone can get killed in this game, I guess Sleight of Hand Pro does come to an advantage, but regardless, Sleight of Hand is a great perk to use. You can't go wrong with it, and you probably know what I mean when I say it's addicting to have. You always want the quick reload, and whenever you take Sleight of Hand off after you've been using it for a while, you know, you feel like something's wrong. And for the third perk, I'm using Marathon. Marathon has a great advantage in this game. Marathon Pro that is. In Marathon Pro, you can sprint across the map without stopping once. You would be able to cover more distance at the beginning of the game than which means you're going to be able to ambush anyone you come across. People are not going to be expecting you to come that far into the spawn at the beginning of the game, and you'd have the upper hand. And I mean, for the third perk, it only comes down between Marathon and Ninja. Ninja, the way I see it, is pretty much only useful for search and destroy because of how useful Marathon is by itself. You have the element of surprise with Marathon. That's why it's so great. I mean, if you could use both, that would be awesome, just like Modern Warfare 2. But the thing is, you can't. And I would have to say Marathon outclasses Ninja 9 out of 10 times. And, well, that's basically the perk setup. Right now, I would have to actually say that for my Killstreak setup, I'm using Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and Gunship. Well, you could tell. I just use both my Chopper Gunner and Gunship. And what I usually like to do is, after using the Chopper Gunner and Gunship, I would have a saved up Blackbird, and it's really useful. Right after, you know, if you die, you could start another kill streak. And alright, I have to wrap it up because that's the end of the video. And rate, comment, and subscribe. Please tell me what you would like to hear in the next videos. and stay tuned for my next commentary. Later.
Your work is appreciated. Well done.